guys, we're having class outside today. Welcome back to our gardens.
Could we have picked a worse day? It is so
muggy,
humid,
yeah.
and there's mosquitoes everywhere.
It's supposed to storm later.
And it's about to rain.
But we wanted to give you guys an update on the garden because last time we showed you was like 5 or 6 weeks ago, so things have really been popping up and popping off. So
including the pups.
Hi babies! Look how big this baby is now.
Now our puppy has run of the yard, so.
Yes, he does. He's not on the leash in the backyard anymore.
No.
So that's pretty exciting. But let's dive right into it.
All right.
Okay, so here we are at Babylon, the Upper Gardens.
Yes.
And it looks like things have been going pretty well.
Things have really taken a foothold here.
Yeah, I can't remember in the first one if we had, you okay? If we had those broccoli plants
We
here.
didn't.
Okay, so here's what happened. At the lower gardens, something went ham on our broccoli plants. So then we...
And asparagus.
Yeah, ate some of the asparagus as well. But it was early enough that we could like redo it, which was good. So first we tried doing just the seeds for the broccoli, but then we actually went ahead and got new broccoli plants because we're impatient.
Get out of the garden.
Bowie!
Come on, out.
What are you doing?
Sir, excuse me.
Oh my god, one time Bowie jumped in
Get out.
here and he was like
jumping
from place to place and I thought he was going to knock down every plant.
Yeah.
Because it was before we had all the cages up too, I'm pretty sure.
Maybe not. No, we had the cages.
We had the cages up, but he was making me really nervous. So over here you can see we have the...
Excuse me, sir.
We have the eggplant. Which one is this?
I think that one might be the Japanese eggplant.
I think it is.
Ichibans.
Yeah, Ichiban. So you can see it's flowering, which is very exciting. It's got a pretty flower too. Yeah. This is the other eggplant, right?
It's regular, full-size, hefty hideaway.
Also has...
Yeah, it's got some flowers on there too.
Uh-huh.
And bonus, the cilantro we planted last year started coming up everywhere.
That's so exciting.
So this one has already gone to seed over here.
Yeah. Yeah, we have some in the back as well.
Yeah. Where the snake lives.
Guys, this whole gardening experience has been wonderful so far this year until like 2 days ago when I saw a snake out here. It was long.
Yeah.
It was thick.
He lives in there.
And it freaked me out.
He was thick, 2 C's.
Yeah. Okay, so anyway, I wish no harm on snakes, but
yes.
Just please keep your distance. What are you doing?
I said fall over.
Okay. So then here we have one of the pepper plants.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. This one was a little bit of a slow starter, but we definitely have...
We have buds.
Some buds in here, so that's exciting.
This is also the other pepper plant. I believe this one might be like orange or red, and this one is regular green, I think. Okay.
But they all have buds, so that's exciting.
And the green onions came back on their own. We didn't plant them. Yeah, they flower.
They flower like that on the top.
Yep.
Cool. And then here we have 2 giant broccoli plants.
That's how broccoli grows, in case you guys wondered.
Yeah, we've never had broccoli before, so the other day
we did. We did, but it got eaten. There's a train coming.
So I had to Google like what do broccoli plants look like because I had no idea where this was going. But a few days ago, we started to see it's happening. Heads. It's happening. So it grows like this big head in the middle of the plant.
Excuse me?
Oh my goodness.
Oh boy.
So these are moving along nicely. Here we have a beautiful
I think these are beefsteak tomatoes.
Yep. So we have some under here, which are already taken off.
Yep.
And then over here we have our cherry tomato plant.
Which I believe also has some tomatoes on there.
Towards the bottom.
Hello. Oh yeah, down there. All right, so
but almost everything else is about you. This is not.
No. This is a crab apple tree. This already did its thing. The birds love to eat the crab apples. We don't do anything with it. We have a peach tree here, and you can actually see some peaches on it this time.
Yeah,
here's one right here.
Coming in. So hopefully they'll
not
do
as many as usual.
Last year we had them like at this stage, but then I don't know if birds started eating them or what.
Squirrels,
but something went wrong last year. These look a lot more
promising. Some eaten ones
last year.
My husband's pet peeve is when an animal comes and takes a peach and takes one bite out of it and just throws it away.
I mean, really, if you're gonna steal the produce,
eat it all.
Eat the whole thing.
Bowie's eating the pear tree.
Bowie, get out of there.
Come on. You're a real troublemaker today. You're a real handful.
We got a puppy in a pear tree.
Right? Get out of here. This is only for partridges. So let's see if we can see some pears over here. This tree also is on its last leg, but these are moon glow pears.
It makes me really sad.
I know.
Well, let's
There's
look
not
over
that
here.
many, but
The asparagus.
these would have been a lot larger, but somebody trimmed them down for us. So these had to make a recovery. We didn't replant them. They just came back on their own.
Which in the grand scheme of things is okay because we're not expecting to get any asparagus this year anyway.
No, it's a perennial and you need 2 to 3 years just to get a foothold on it.
Same thing with our strawberries.
The strawberries are progressing nicely though. They're throwing out runners.
That's exciting.
And the blueberry haven't done too much. This and this. I'll show you from the other side.
The kale.
This
looking
is
really nice.
curly kale.
This was like the first thing that started to pop up.
Yeah, that and the carrots.
Right. So kale and carrots both looking really nice.
These are 5-color carrots.
Mm-hmm.
So we just have one line of carrots.
The carrots are like gonna be an exciting surprise, hopefully though, because like you never know what your carrots are gonna look like until
Yeah.
you pull them.
That's right.
Like something like broccoli, you can see what's
You can
going
see
on.
it.
But carrots, it's like
Surprise!
I don't know.
Are you short? Are you long? Are you thick? Are you
Hopefully
thin?
They're gonna be some nice substantial carrots.
Okay, so like we said, some of the broccoli, all of the broccoli was eaten, but we only replaced 4 plants.
Right.
And the rest we did seed. So these are the seed. And these are the plants that we went and repurchased.
And then the
So-
2 in the upper garden.
Right.
But these 2 are looking pretty good. This is
Yeah,
like,
it's pretty hardy. It grows pretty quickly.
this is almost the size of the plants that we bought.
Yes.
So that's pretty cool.
Yeah. And I think it does better in the shade
It
and
might,
very
yeah.
moist, because the ones down here were planted the exact same times as the ones in the upper garden.
Mm-hmm.
And these are much bigger and further along than the ones up there, and they were planted the same day. So
Yeah.
there's the 2 blueberry, one there behind the broccoli and there. That's just getting settled.
Mm-hmm.
So now let's take a look at the apples.
There
we
are
have 2
a
apple trees.
ton of apples.
Yeah.
Trees.
This first one, I believe, is a Granny Smith apple tree. And you could, oops, knocked one off.
Oh.
You can see here, that's what they look like when they start out. I think there's more towards the pool side of the
Yeah.
fence because that gets way more sun.
There's a ton.
Yeah, see there's one here. I mean, it's basically the size of a big gumball right now. The tree over here is Red Delicious, and they are delicious. Let's see if we can come around to the front, because like I said, the sun side of this gets way more apples than the back side. So you could see there's a ton of apples on here and all the way up to the top.
Yeah.
This tree is way overgrown. We didn't prune this back far enough. It shouldn't be this big. So I cannot believe this is the most apples I've seen on this tree since we've had it at this stage. Usually something bad happens.
Well, let's keep
Like
our fingers
we get
crossed
like
that
a
it
little
won't.
drought, or we get too much rain and it puts a blight or whatever on the apples and they all fall off. But so far so good. Got a lot of apples this year. And these are Rose of Sharon slash, what would you call those? Hibiscus.
These aren't hibiscus though. They're different. They're similar, but they're different.
They're a variety of hibiscus. And did you get bit?
I don't know what that was. It felt really large.
And alternating each bush is lilacs. So the lilacs are done. The Rose of Sharon are getting ready to start. They usually come out the first week in July, so we're 2 weeks off from the Rose of Sharon. And basically it's like one bloom lasts a few days. So it keeps going like that all summer. So at the end you're left with a
Oh, get out of there.
pile of used up hibiscus. Get out of there. Come on. This is the sunflower garden and the dogs are ruining it. Can you please come out?
So this one it has a lot of weeds
Yes.
because we didn't put down the black fabric like we did in the other
Right.
gardens.
And the dogs have trampled quite a few of the sunflowers
There's still a lot
because
of
we
really
ran
good
out of
stuff here,
fencing
though.
and we never replaced it.
Yeah. There's a lot of good stuff happening here. I'm afraid to weed too much because I don't want to end up
You're not going in there.
pulling up sunflowers by accident.
These are the sunflowers. You can see they're head and shoulders above the rest.
Yeah, there's 4 different varieties in here.
Right, and there's 4 different rows.
Right.
So it's going to be extra small, small, medium, large.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah. So hopefully they'll be blooming all summer, starting
Coming
soon.
along nicely.
The ones that are still, I'm still standing.
Yeah.
Like a true survivor. Yeah, that one's a little bent over, but it might toughen up
okay.
and straighten out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got to come up here, up the hill. Got a nice bird bath here that we've had forever. It's copper and the bottom is teak, and it has lasted quite well. I believe I got that for like $12 when we first moved in, which was about 17 years ago. We've got some ornamental grass here. We don't eat that, but we don't eat the ornamental grass, do we? Then we have 2 different varieties of grapes here. This one is a Concord table grape, and this one, this tiny vine that refuses to die, keeps coming back every year, and this is a red grape. Red seeded grape, unfortunately. And we have a cute little birdhouse in here that has a family of finches that has just had babies. And in the evening you can hear the babies chirping away in there. So I don't think the red grape is producing grapes this year, but you could...
I don't know what's going on here.
I don't know what these weirdo things are.
We're gonna have to look into that.
But if you look in there, you can see the baby grapes starting already. They start, you know, pretty much right away. And they're shaded from the sun always underneath the leaves. So we have quite a few this year. We don't usually do anything with them. We let the birds have them because we don't make wine and they are not good for eating. They don't taste good to me.
I was just checking if that was a snake or not.
Oh my god.
I think we have to go.
We also use the leaves to make stuffed grape leaves.
Yeah.
Vegan ones, of course. So that is the garden tour. We also have 2 Beauty and the Beast rose plants here, and I think that's about it. So thanks for joining us.
Thanks for hanging out in our garden for a bit. Yay! So we'll see you next time, and until then, much love.